Hi everyone, I just want to do a quick update just to break down how my morning went, which is probably a pretty typical day in our family. Anyways, I had to go downtown to the library to arrange to get a library card. There's a school trip coming up and my daughter needs a library card, so I went down there. I know she has one, can't find it. So I went down there ahead of time before their trip to make sure that they would issue a new one for when she got there, and paid the fee. So anyways, I go downtown. There's not a lot of parking around there. I find a spot, great. And I think, well, this is only going to take me like 2 minutes. So I'll put like 6 minutes in the meter. But then I thought, oh, you know what? Need a contingency amount of time. Like, I'm not very far from the door. So I put in 12 minutes. And so I head in, go to the desk, explain what I'm doing. They kind of knew what I was talking about. But they said, oh, well, after I explained everything, they directed me over to the other desk, way over there. So then I proceeded to explain everything again. And once I finished explaining, they directed me back over to the original desk. And I was like, I wasn't going to take any of that. So I just said, well, you know what? I was just over there, so someone come with me. If this is what you want to have happen, someone needs to come with me, and we'll get this sorted out. So then they came with me, explained what was going on. Okay, so things are in progress now. And I knew my daughter had a library card at one time from a couple years ago. Don't know where it is. So she looked it up and she found it. She says, oh, well, you have some late fees, so fine. Whatever, no problem, I'll pay them. So we're moving along there. So she reads out, well, first off, you know, what's your daughter's name? Told her my daughter's name is actually the same as my wife's name. That was a big kerfluffle. Well, I mean, how's that possible? So I had to explain that. And then so we're moving forward here. I guess the late fee, she wasn't so concerned about that. I didn't end up having to pay that. But then she went through the address. They were one number off on my street address. It's a 3-digit number. They were off on that. I could see that happening. And then I gave her the phone number. They already had that on file, but the phone number was wrong. It was like reversed with one number wrong in the last 4 digits. Whatever that's about. And I'm thinking, like, what is going on around here? You know, I bet they tried to like notify me at the time that I had a book or something that was overdue, and of course with the wrong address and phone number, it's pretty tough to get a hold of someone. That's probably why they waived the late fee, by the way. Alright, so we finally get that sorted out, and then I had to go back over to the other desk and talk to them and explain, here's the stuff, it's all set up, ready to go, which is fine. And like I said, so at the beginning of my story, I was telling you about the timing on the meter. So initially I thought, you know, I'd only need 6 minutes, but I'm going to put in 12. And it's a good thing I did, because of course things did not work out as simply or easily as they should have. And so now I'm thinking, while I'm in there, I'm like, oh, I'm going to end up running up over time. And like the meter people here, they're just waiting. They're like vultures. So I'd end up getting like a $50 parking ticket or something. So okay, fine, but I'm staying calm. So I get out there, start walking out the door, go around the corner. I can, like, as I say, I'm not too far away, like maybe like a 40-second walk. And there's already a guy hovering there. He's like hovering there with his notepad, hey, looking at the meter. And so I got up there. There was 1 minute left on the meter when I got to the door. I guess I must have disappointed this person, but they were just hovering, waiting. So yeah, so renewing a library card for your kid, probably almost cost me like 50 bucks. But that's a typical day. That's just like a standard, that's like standard process around here. What can go wrong will go wrong. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. Click on the notifications. That way in YouTube or sometimes even with email if you're set up, it'll let you know when I post another video. Hope you all have a great day. Take care.